Hello everybody and welcome back to another pick a card reading. In today's pick a card reading, I am going to do what important message you need to hear right now. These are one of my favorite pick a card readings when we just leave it open for the spirit guides and angels to come through and deliver the message. Obviously take only what resonates with you and just leave what doesn't. For the April predictions of what you're manifesting, I actually already did that video. Is on my other channel because I was testing whether or not people on the other channel were interested in pick a card readings, but I feel that probably it's better to keep the channel separate. So sorry for the confusion, but if I do not test these things, I don't know. So if you want to see the April predictions, again, you can find it on my channel. I'm going to put it on the community post or in the link down below in the description box so you guys don't miss out. And today, let's do a pick a card reading about what is the important message that I have for you. For extra content, you find them on Patreon, so join the community. And for private readings, which includes video readings, DM readings, and 24 hours express readings, the link is down below to my Ko-Fi shop. It's very easy. Probably put a screenshot over here so you can see what I offer. And now let's get started. I'm going to put some symbols as usual on the screen right now. Pause the video. I'm going to leave them open like the entire, page video so you can meditate on the cards. Like I said, pause the video to have extra time extra time if you need so you can really choose the pile that calls you the most. And then I'm going to see you very soon on your pile. So like I said, here are the symbols. All right, pile number one, welcome to your reading. What is the important message that you need to hear right now? If you don't know me, hello, my name is Naya. Share, like, and subscribe. But besides that, private readings are down below. Besides all of that, my style is very straightforward. I'm shuffling the deck right now, and I don't do super long readings because I feel that once the message is delivered, then there's no point elaborate over and over again. Because to be frank, I noticed even through my clients that when you ask the same questions over and over again and you just try to milk it, the cards get very frustrated. They keep answering the same thing, and after a while, if you keep doing it, they will get confused and they will stop being accurate. So in order to be as accurate as possible, I need to be short and concise and straightforward. At least that's my style. So let's get started now because I already talked too much in the introduction. So pile number one, what is the important message that you need to hear right now? What for pile number one? Okay. So the first card that I'm seeing, wow, the North Star. So pile number one, if you have been wondering, am I on the right path? It doesn't matter, these pick a cards are timeless. If you're watching this video by the time that I'm posting it, it's the end of March, actually beginning of April, sorry. I'm still in March. It's the beginning of April 2025, but if you're watching this video in 2030, that's fine still. But anyway, if you've been watching this video by the time that I'm posting, this has been a crazy month so far, the month of March, where it had left all of us wondering, are we on the right path? But regardless, when you're watching this video, you have been asking yourself this question. I feel everything is dark around me. I feel life and society at large is a jungle. I don't know where I'm going. All I know is that I need to find my North Star. I need to find my purpose. I need to find the reason why I am doing what I'm doing. Or perhaps if you have been on YouTube or on social media, on TikTok, I'm on TikTok as well. The link is down below. And you have been wondering why the views are not landing or things like that, because I can see that could be for so many of you. You have to always remind yourself, it's not about you, really. It is and it isn't. It's more about why people should invite you to those parties, why people should give you that promotion. So it's also for other jobs and careers. Why people should click on your videos. What values are you bringing to the table? What unique voice you are having, and you do have a unique voice because when you're authentic to yourself, or you're at least in the process of finding out who you are, which is a long-term journey, you're always going to be authentic and you're always going to have that unique voice. So what problem are you solving for people? What is your unique contribution to that specific niche or that specific job? And if you ask this sort of question and you bring forth your authenticity, so yes, it is about you, but it's also about what you're bringing to the table for the collective and for other people, then you will land those views, you will land that promotion, you will find that sense of joy and fulfillment that the star card promises, because over here, spirit pile number 1 is telling you that you shouldn't give up. Yes, you are on the right path. You're asking actually the right question. You just have to keep moving forward and being on the journey and keep asking those good questions so you don't get lost. If you guys want to have like a reading about your life purpose, I actually, and you know your dates of birth, hour, etc., I can actually channel information from your astrology chart. It's called the Soul Project manifestation. The Soul Project report. It's a report where I analyze and channel through your astrology chart, and I tell you, in my opinion, what is your blueprint, soul blueprint, what I think you came here on this earth for. We can discuss a little bit about what I see for you in terms of soul project and purpose. You can do whatever career that you want, but once you know a little bit the soul blueprint, the ancient Egyptian used to believe in this. They used to believe that each and every one of us was born with an authentic gift and an authentic soul blueprint, and they will analyze the children to see what they were meant to do, and then they will assign them jobs and career. Now that's a little bit extreme. We don't live in that sort of society anymore, and we can definitely change careers and evolve. But I think I think the soul project really resonates with so many people, because at the core we're always ourselves. It doesn't really matter what career we do, and I did so many soul projects for people, and it has helped them tremendously to figure it out, or to just have a validation of what they already know. But again, it's over there if you want it. If you don't want it, it's fine. You can do it even by yourself by studying the astrology chart, which I think is a roadmap of the soul. Besides that, sticking to your reading, pile number 1, you are on the right path, and I hear you in your sense of confusion right now, but you're asking the right questions. And also what spirits want you to know, pile number 1, is that you'll figure it out, which probably you don't want to hear. You're like, what does it mean I'm going to figure it out? You're gonna figure it out. I know, like I said, they keep telling me to tell you that we know that you're lost, that you feel lost, but this is only temporary. They're showing me that there is more creativity coming in, so creativity is a big factor for you, and the right idea will come. They're saying you just have to find your place in a specific niche, maybe, or like your place in a specific job or part of a job where you can actually shine, and when people can feel that you are really valuable. And you might say, this is a lot of things to find out, but you will figure it out. That's what they keep telling me. Let's see other cards for you, pile number 1. So I'm not seeing love so far. It seems like you're not really worried about that, but let's continue. Yeah, that's it. And we have the vessels of life, the water of life, the ace of water. So guys, the new beginning, pile number 1, that you want, it's here. It's going to happen. And I feel that you're going to embark on a completely new journey. Why my pets are always destroying something around the house, especially when I'm doing videos. But this is very symbolic. Like, you're gonna destroy something that you have done for a little while. Now, in the context of a career, of any career, it could be literally like you're going to be fired. I know, but hold on a second. Or you're just gonna say, I don't want to do this job anymore. In terms of creativity, you might change genre of your music or way of dressing. You're gonna rebrand. You're gonna change topic. You're gonna do a major change that has to do with like destroying something. But this destruction, to be honest, it's been a process that you have been doing slowly, little by little, because pile number 1, you're figuring out that it's just not working anymore. And you're going to have the new beginning that you actually want, that fulfills you a lot more. But this new beginning, really, it's something new. It's you showing up into the world in a new career, in a new environment, with new people, with a new audience, whatever you might do. And is you embracing a new journey and a new chapter. So that's very important for you to hear. Because yes, you are on the right path. You have to keep going 100%. I do see the fulfillment of your desire with the North Star. The star card also represents you having star quality. So definitely you're going to be seen, but it's going to be in a brand new light. So There are so many examples of people that were successful that had to try multiple business before they found the one that really worked out, or they have to find their own voice through multiple albums that they released. That's very, very common actually, but you are on the right journey. So try not to feel so sad as you're feeling right now, because the spirit is letting me know that it is really nothing to feel so sad about. I'm sorry, my Bengal kitten. Kitten is already 2, wants to get inside. I'm really sorry. My pets are so loud. Hi, Oddsy. Okay, let's find out another card, another message that you need to hear right now. And then we have the 5 of Vows, empowerment. Yeah, this is a moment for you to really stay strong and independent and empower yourself. You're also remember that you are a creator. You are a powerful manifester. You're always manifesting. Your manifestation is coming to you, whether you like it or not. And so with that being said, why did you forget that you're powerful, that you can manifest what you want, that you can have the new beginning that you want, that you can change how many times you want to change, and you're always going to find your audience. You're always going to find the right job for you. I have a friend of mine that she was doing manifestation coaching. She's extremely talented at it. And then all of a sudden she told me like she didn't want to do it anymore apart from her recurring client. She just really wanted to find a different job. She wanted to quit YouTube and all of that. And she just completely shift 180. And she found a job that she really, really loves. She's learning new skills. She has so many more benefits and she's feeling like she's thriving. So, you know, you can change. You can have different careers and still be able to do your purpose, because then in this new job she finds patterns that are the same and she's still helping people in their own personal way, even though the job is completely different. So you see, you're always going to do your purpose no matter what outlet you choose. So the purpose is actually one, but the way it can be presented by you and the way it can be done by you, sorry for the lack of words or better words, it's multiple and it's multi-layered, and that's the beauty of life, especially in 2025, that you are allowed to change if you want to. And I feel that pile number 1, with this empowerment cards and 5 of Vows, you have been struggling and fighting your own self because you're a very loyal person, pile number 1, and somehow you feel a sense of loyalty for your old self, for who you were. Like, I have worked so hard, I came this far, so I can't change now. But the truth is that the world, reality, and the universe is always expanding and is always changing. When things are being stagnant, they're dying and they're reverting back to nothingness. So it's an illusion that you can stay the same and you can stay committed to the same version of you. You can allow, pile number 1, permission to yourself to evolve. Don't be scared, because if you stay stagnant, that's why you feel lost. So this is the important message that you need to hear right now. Yes, you're on the right path. Yes, you're allowed to change. Yes, you will have that new beginning. Yes, it's scary to change. It is scary to find a different voice or a different career, different branding, whatever might be your specific case, but it's necessary at this time for you. Okay, all right, pile number 1. I hope this reading resonated with you and made sense. I miss doing tarot readings so much. I just love the energy that, you know, you can channel from spirit. Let me know if you like it too. Comment, because I do read the comments and I do answer your comments, and I love you guys. And I'll see you on Patreon and on my other channel too. Right, pile number 2, let's see together what is the important message that you need to hear right now. I like to shuffle the cards typically in front of you guys because time really doesn't exist. I keep saying this all the time. This reading, in fact, is timeless. Even if you're watching this reading in 2030, it's gonna be good. It's gonna resonate if it has to resonate. And my readings are pretty straightforward. I don't like to milk around, ask the same questions over and over again, because I feel that creates less accuracy, at least in my readings. But instead, when we are short and straightforward, Spirit can really deliver the message in a powerful way. So that's what we're going to do. Hold on, because they told me to shuffle a little bit better, so I need to be on the table. I apologize. I'll cut through this. You ran away from something. That's the first thing that they are showing me, pile number 2. Let's see what it's all about. Let's see if is there actually the right thing. You have a tendency of running away because that served you in the past. It served you and it saved you many times. But let's see. We have 3 cards, so they got a lot to say. We have the Queen of Arrows, which is the Swan. You are beautiful, and beauty is part of your life and your purpose, and you shouldn't be ashamed of that. Yes, beautiful people have pretty privileges, but there is a reason why we incarnate in the way that we incarnate. There is a reason why we even care sometimes about beauty, and it can all serve a bigger purpose. So don't be afraid of the way you are. Don't think that you're shallow because you're thinking about beautiful things, and if people, or your beauty, and if people have made you feel that you're narcissistic or you're shallow because you think about taking care of yourself, that is their problem and it's never going to be yours. You should take care of yourself. Yes, you're beautiful. Don't allow anybody to tell you the opposite. That's a strong message, important message that you need to hear at this time. Then we do have the 9 of Stones. I see that you have been connecting, you have been meditating, and you have been manifesting by shifting your self-concept. So perhaps you have been working on self-concept. If you don't know what self-concept is, it's basically doing, working on yourself. So self-love, feeling like a new version of yourself, an improved version of yourself, doing, for example, affirmations about you only and not about manifesting other things outside of you. So something would be like, I am beautiful, I'm allowed to be beautiful, or maybe you even manifesting physical appearance. I am successful, I am always loved, everybody that wants me loves me. Doing all of this inner work to become the person that has certain experience. I see you doing that, and if you have been doing this, Spirit encourages you to continue and to tell you that yes, you're becoming that person, that woman, that man. You're becoming this beautiful swan that is ready to embrace the world. I don't know if you remember the story, we call it Il Bruttolo Anatroccolo in Italian. Sorry, I'm Italian, 100%. And it was about like this little bird that then becomes a swan, and he's black, and everybody takes the piss out of him, sorry the expression, and bullies him because he's, and that's a very racist actually cartoon now that I think about it. How horrible. Just thought about it now. But so yeah, pretty horrible way that he gets treated, and then he becomes a beautiful swan in the end. Now leave aside the racism of that cartoon alone. So let's say they were just bullying him because he was ugly, which is bad anyway. Maybe that's how you feel. You felt bullied, you felt people were even racist towards you, or you felt that you're not beautiful enough, you felt like shrinked. That's how I see it. Little bird that is shrinked, and people want to push down, and you're not good enough, you're never going to be enough, you're bad, you're ugly. And now, because you finally realized, pile number 2, that you are a powerful creator, and no, you do not have to endure this bullyism from people, from society. You do not have to believe those things that you have been told. Now you are becoming that beautiful swan. You are becoming that by yourself, by taking care of yourself and working internally with your own mind, if it makes any sense. So sorry for the metaphor with that cartoon, I just thought about it now. And then we have the Knight of Arrows. So there is actually good news coming up. These good news are going to come extremely fast, and they are a consequence of you really working on yourself. This could be even, it could be many things, because with the Knight of Arrows and the Auk, I see definitely this being opportunities when it comes down to career and the way people see you. But definitely this could be even dates if you're interested in romantic love, or and people interested in you and wanting to take you out, to make you the Knight of Arrows is like, sorry, the Knight of Arrows is really about passion, being passionate and pursuing you. That's the right word. Somebody wants to pursue you and wants to pursue you hard. So if you've been manifesting love, definitely this card is for you, and it's one of the important message that I'm seeing. But this card as well, like I said, can be interpreted as opportunities that are coming, and they're coming extremely fast. And once you're going to see them coming, you'll be like, oh my God, yes, my reality is indeed a reflection of me and no one else, because from the outside, I am technically the same person, but I feel differently, and wow, people are treating me differently. New opportunities are coming, maybe that I always wanted and I could never have before, but now everything seems to flow so easily. And through this correspondence that you're gonna see, you're gonna realize, pile number 2, that indeed your reality is a mirror of your inner states of consciousness. I still want to get an extra card just to clarify the Knight of Arrows. What is the Knight of Arrows about? What is the important message for pile number 2? Calimero was the name of that cartoon. It's an Italian cartoon. You probably don't even know what I'm talking about, but he was Calimero. I apologize for all of it. I should have got like a way better metaphor. But if you're Italian, you'll know. You'll just know what I'm talking about. And if you are my age, especially, you'll know. Okay, so actually we have 2 cards to clarify the Knight of Arrows. So one card is the 5 of Arrows, and it is the card of frustration. And another is the 2 of Vows, which is the card of decision. Pile number 2, you are really about to make a very strong decision. You are going to be, this clarifies the Knight of Arrows. So it's a lot of things that are going to happen that are important for you to know. There are opportunities, and you're going to be asked to, either it's like you asking yourself, or, you know, reality happens, life happens, and you just have to make a decision. And this decision has to do with 2 opportunities that are going to be presented to you, and you just have to choose what you want to invest more your time. Oh my God, I had a dream tonight, and maybe this is for you. I have prophetic dreams, so I dream about the future most of the time. But I dreamed about this spirit telling me, I'm not crazy, I promise you. But I dreamed about this spirit saying that there is no point. I saw 5 choices, and there is no point investing all your energy in all 5, because you're diluting your energy. It's much more powerful to choose one path, a maximum 2, and totally invest yourself in this 2, and then you're gonna see the rewards. I don't understand, like, maybe yes, it could resonate even with my own life, but I feel spirit knew that I was going to do this pick a card today, and you needed to hear this, because that is the message that I am seeing from the cards. So yeah, loads of creativity, loads of opportunities. Maybe you want to do so many things and you don't know where to start. You have to niche down. There is nothing better than niching down, and niching down is not just about YouTube, but like niching down and becoming extremely specific with that thing that you're the best at, or the thing that you have a unique perspective about. And then through that, you really find your path. So try not to scatter your energy because you're getting overwhelmed by the amount of creativity or opportunities that you have, but take maximum 2 choices, narrow it down, and then make a strong decision. Yes, 5 of Arrows, that will get you extremely frustrated, because at the beginning, pile number 2, it would feel like you're shrinking down again, or you are just sacrificing other things that you love so much of doing. That's not true. It's just temporary. You have to do it because you have to serve 1 or 2 of these things that you want to do or you want to take as an opportunity at your best. And that's where you're going to thrive. In terms of love, I definitely see the frustration that you have been going through, maybe with a partner or with multiple partners, meaning like multiple dates, or maybe you are polyamorous. And there was fights, misunderstanding, general frustration due to the fact that it seems like you're not on the same page at this time. And yes, you do have to make a decision to whether or not this is the right person for you. It could be that with the Knight of Arrows, you will be presented with a second choice, and that will lead you to be like, oh my god, I have this other choice now, and so who do I choose? Let me see with the Angel of Romance if we can get like an extra message when it comes down to love. It doesn't, I mean, it's very, I think a lot of people have clicked on pile number 2 because I'm seeing many messages. There is a new opportunity for sure. So this could be anything. It doesn't have to be career, but it's something that will push you to uncertainty and frustration. It's all good for in the long term, but at the beginning it will be like, damn, what do I do now that this element is on the table? And that decision is going to be very important for you to choose, because it will determine a singular pathway that then you will end up experiencing, of course. You know, but you end up manifesting as well. So it's like a mental decision and then a decision that manifests through experience. Let me see if I can see anything else. We have the passion. Yeah, I agree, because the Knight of Arrows is a card of passion and fast movement. This is also an opportunity, therefore, pile number 2, for you to regain passion, whether it is in relationship or just in general in your life. Because again, you've been shrinking yourself. Remember the first message that yes, you're beautiful. Yes, you're a beautiful swan. Your beauty is going to be appreciated and recognized. Your glow, your light, and your passion. Therefore, you are going and you have to regain passion for life and for what you're doing. That's another important message that I'm seeing. If it is in an existing relationship, it's very important for you to regain passion in this relationship. Otherwise, it's kind of dying. And then we have it is safe for you to love. So whoever, if you are with somebody, I apologize for the focus. If you are with somebody, you are with this person because it makes you feel safe. You have established something important with this person. And if you do not, even though you are indecisive with the Two of Vows, if you do not want to leave this person, then what is missing that will help you regain what you had is passion. That's what it is. Let's see another card. Okay. And then we have the Retreat. You're very indecisive to what to do, and to whether to leave or to stay or to manifest to someone different. Like I said, maybe you're indecisive with multiple partners. The answer and the important message that you need to hear about number 2 is to retreat. It's to disconnect. You're not going to find your answer, even though I know you want to, in a pick a card reading, in a tarot reading, or in online. You got to disconnect. You got to go within, which reminds me again of this card of meditation, because you actually, in truth, already have the answers. You just have to make that decision and confront with yourself, and you can't find them online. Yes, this is fun. Yes, angels and spirit guides can give you guidance, of course. There is a place for tarot for sure, but in your specific case, it is very important for you. Now you have watched the videos. Now it's time to disconnect and go within. That is the important message, and everything else will follow with the answer that you give yourself. Okay, was a little bit all over the place, this particular reading, but I hope the message was delivered. Let me know in the comment section down below, and thank you so much for watching. Now I'm going to move ahead for those of you guys who choose pile number 3. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. In today's reading, we're going to see what is the important message that you need to hear at this time. My readings are straightforward. They are quite short because I don't like to repeat myself over and over again. And I find that when I do ask the same questions over and over again, the tarot actually become less accurate. So if you like my style, share, like, and subscribe. Private readings are down below. And now let's get started. Spirit show me number 3. So if you're seeing a lot of 333s, that's a sign. Yes, this is your reading. I'm also seeing you're finding back your muse. You're finding back your inspiration. and your intuition. They want me to know that if you do want to improve your intuition and psychic abilities at this time, one crystal that you could work with is the diamonds of ENQUIRY, which I use all the time because they are incredible. I'm probably going to put it over here because I'm not even sure that I'm pronouncing it correctly, but that's a diamond that you could use. It's way less expensive than real diamonds, so don't worry about it. But that's a thought that came up into my mind. Beautiful. Oh my God. First, I gotta say that you have the power of the dragon, the energy of the dragon. I could make an entire video about the energy of the dragon, and it seems like it's announced nowadays. A lot more people are connecting with the energy of the dragon, the energy of the powerful manifestor, the powerful being. I believe, honestly, don't call me crazy, maybe I am, but I do believe the dragons really existed, and maybe they transcended in other dimensions, and maybe one day we're going to be able to see them again. Maybe they were dinosaurs. I just think they existed because too many cultures that are far away from each other, they have talked about it. But so I don't know why I'm saying what I'm saying, but anyway, we got the balance card. This is where I see the power of the dragon. This is a snake kind of dragon over here, getting balanced, the yin and the yang. So what is the important message? So the first message that I'm hearing is that, yes, you do need to find back your power. You need to find back your balance. I feel pile number 3, you're not seeing things objectively sometimes, and you're acting and reacting impulsively a little bit too much. And I feel this is due to your sense of anxiety. Maybe you do suffer from anxiety. There are techniques to make you feel safer and to lower the level of anxiety. But this anxiety that you get makes you rush into things and makes you act very impulsively and in an unbalanced way. But the truth is, pile number 3, is that we have the great woman. You are a great woman, but besides, or men, or whatever you identify with. But with the great woman is the Empress card. You have to realize that you're so worried that you're not doing enough, or about money, about finances, and you're getting really anxious about many things that you're doing in your life. Doesn't have to be career necessarily, but in truth, you are about to experience a flow of abundance. For those of you who are looking for a pregnancy, I always say this when I see the Empress card: balance yourself out, because the fact that you have mood swings so often lately might be because you're pregnant. So you do perhaps want to check that out. If you were looking for a pregnancy, congratulations, it's a big change. So prepare yourself for the mood swings. But definitely this could be a message for some of you guys. For all the others of you, the great woman really shows creativity and fertility of all sorts. So just calm down. That's what Spirit wants you to know. And know that those ideas will come. Know that you're safe. Anxiety comes from a feeling of not feeling safe. I know this because I do suffer from anxiety, and through cognitive behavioral therapy, meditation, spirituality, affirmations, tapping, I really I'm able now to control the panic attacks sometimes that I didn't have in a very long time, or the anxiety. And yes, it has to do with you not feeling safe, or feeling that you're losing control, or feeling that you always have to control everything and everything needs to go on one pathway, otherwise the world is going to end. At least that is for me. The world is not going to end because you don't have every single thing under control. You are allowed to breathe. Pile number 3, you are allowed to let go, meaning you're not letting go of any of your desires or the things that you have to do. You're not going to let go of your responsibility in that sense. So don't worry, I don't mean that. But you are allowed to give yourself permission to rest, to recoup, to rejuvenate, and to just be surprised about life. Because a lot of the time when I see people that are in their unbalanced energy, they miss out on on life surprising them, because they're trying to control every single aspect and get everything figured out and having a plan A, B, and C, and also perhaps a D plan, because you never know that they miss on those small opportunities and moments where miracles can actually come through. They are so distracted with their own little plans that they fail to see the bigger picture that their subconscious mind and the universe wants to bring forth. I always like to say the universe, even though I know that the universe doesn't necessarily give a damn about us in the greater scheme of things. But I mean, with the universe, I definitely mean God. I mean this greater infinite awareness. So stop worrying, calm down at least, take a deep breath, and know that that abundance that you want, that creativity, that fertility that you've been looking for, it's right here. It's just not because it didn't happen today, that doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. Actually, it is with the Empress card. Let me see another message for you, pile number 3. I feel this message, the important message that you need to hear, pile number 3, is to give yourself permission not only to find balance, but yeah, to breathe, to enjoy. When was the last time that you had fun? Like real fun, where you are so in the present moment that you don't even look at the phone, you forget to take pictures, and you're laughing so hard. Like, when was the last time you ever felt in that way? And how can you connect to that again? Those are the questions that you need to ask yourself at this time. Life is not just about making plans and effort and boom, 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 boom. Maybe you're even a workaholic, which, okay, fine, you get things done, and that is great, but calm down. Because otherwise you're going to get not only into a burnout, but you're going to lose your sense of identity and the reason really why you're doing what you're doing in the first place. Okay, let's see any other message for you, pile number 3. What important message you need to hear at this time. Boom. Let's see. Oh, beautiful. We have the generosity and the 9 of vessels. So you guys, pile number 3, there is money that's coming through. I don't know how. Could be winning money. Could be an inheritance. I always believe in the stories. I know they sound like a scam, but I believe in the stories that sometimes like you got a very old relative that left you with a fortune. Guys, anything can happen. I think you gotta be open. You just have to be open. You never know. But whatever might be, this might be even just like, you know, money coming through from your hard work. But to be frank, with the 9 of vessels in this particular card, which is all about generosity, to me, this is money coming from someone else. This is money coming from an act of generosity. Could be an audience, could be a friend, could be a spouse, could be an inheritance. There is definitely money coming through. There is a sense of happiness also coming through. There is you being centered within your balance, emanating good energy, just to be simple, and that reflects back at you with the 9 of vessels, which is typically a minor arcana for the star card, which is the card of manifestation, happiness, and wish fulfilled. So all that it takes to reach this, to reach that abundance that you want in life, to feel safe and secure, because I know that money is tied to our sense of freedom and security, it's just to calm down. It's to ease down that anxiety, to rebalance yourself out, to open the heart chakra and allow the world to show you that there are more possibilities that you can think with your own limited mind, meaning the egoic mind is limited, obviously not your subconscious mind. So that's the important message that you need to hear. Everything is working out. Everything is going to work out. Let me see if I can pick up anything else at this time. Obviously, with the 9 of vessels, this could also be that if your question is, am I going to manifest whatever it is that I want? The answer is yes. If you just stop freaking out, if you stop doubting, if you stop being double-minded and you put yourself into that alignment of heart and mind coordination, yes, I can see that for you. Oh my God, so many messages today coming through. You will be busy very soon with that 9 of vessels. Let's see anything else. Any other message for pile number 3, please, Spirit? come through if you have to. They told me to take a different deck, so let's take the Witch Magic deck. It's this one, if you guys want to know. It's one of my favorite. You've seen me using this in probably all my tarot reading lately. I used to own so many tarot and oracles. I still do. I left them in Italy in the garage. And I just nailed down into 4 that I took here in the UK. And I've been living like in this minimalistic tarot vibe for 2.5 years now. To be honest, I'm missing my maximalism sometimes. I don't know, maybe you need to hear this. Let's see. What is the message? Okay. To have a magical adventure of some kind every day. So when was the last time that you had fun? When was the last time that you took a trip or a holiday? Book it. If you want to, book it. If you have the means for it, book it. No, but I'm waiting for more money to come through. If you do have it, and you do have responsible amount of savings, and you know that you can afford a little holiday or a tiny adventure with you and your family or for yourself alone, and you're just like a little bit stingy because you never know, I'm just saving for more rainy days. Stop. I don't want to give you this, I don't want to be irresponsible. I'm a Taurus. I'm so grounded. I save for the rainy days. I save for the extra rainy days and so much more. So yes, I get it. But sometimes we're too tight. And that doesn't release a good energy. Energy and money need to flow in order to come back. And on top of it, there is something that I talked about on my other channel. If you want to check out the video, pile number 3, the law of expectancy. Florence Scovel Shinn, if you know who Florence was an author of the law before even Neville Goddard. I love her. And she's talked about this. If you save for a rainy day, it's because you're expecting a rainy day somehow to happen, and because you have the subconscious fear, your reality has to mirror your inner states of consciousness, your subconscious states. That rainy day will eventually happen. And I mean, I know so many people. Is actually, as a Taurus, for me, that's crazy, and I will never advise to do it. But I know so many people that literally live off their credit cards. So they live recklessly, financially speaking, and they always find a way out of it. They always do the holiday. They always live the life that they want to live despite the financial struggle. And they, like I said, besides the financial struggle, they always get a way around it. And as a Taurus, I could never do that. Like, I feel anxiety just to think about having credit card debts and things like that. But I know about number 3, you probably are like me. But I think that sometimes other people are our greatest teachers, especially the people that are so far away from us. And I think that pile number 3, you gotta learn from those people that they live life in the moment. They don't allow blocks or challenges to make them expect for a rainy day. They're positive, they're optimistic, and they think that there is always going to be a way out, and they're blessed by the universe or whatever belief that they have, and that has to happen because it's their belief. Now, with that being said, I will never advise you to be reckless with money, and I will never advise you to be irresponsible, because let's be frank, pile number 3, this is not the way we operate, and that's fine. But with that being said, within being responsible, allow yourself that little adventure. Allow yourself that holiday that you have been saving for. You do not need to save more. You can accommodate maybe on the maybe on the hotel or things like that. Come on. Just do it. Do it for yourself. You deserve it. And that, I feel, we release this very tight energy that you've been holding for too long, and you're gonna finally have fun because you have allowed yourself that tiny adventure. Your heart is gonna be open, and boom, the flow of money that you want and that financial security that you've been manifesting is gonna come because you have finally released the block. Sometimes it takes like something really, really small. And with adventure, I'm not saying that you have to go a week somewhere if you don't have the means for it or you don't feel comfortable about doing that. That tiny adventure could even be a weekend, one day out where you release that sense of control, because that's the energy that I'm picking up for you guys, and it's very necessary for you to do so. It's very, what is your important message? Release control. Have fun again. Let me see any other message the Spirit wants to deliver for you guys. Pile number 3. Any other message? Okay. Light an extra candle, sprinkle some more salt. Sometimes results take more effort. I don't think this is about effort necessarily. It's about patience. Just be patient. The results that you want are going to come. Yes, by the way, you can light a candle. You can put that amulet. You can use crystals to manifest. You can use magic. I'm actually going to post a spell to manifest. And if you're interested in spell, magic, esotericism, check my other channel and let me know in the comment section down below and tell me, yes, I would love to see that thing, that topics on your channel. Let me know because I can do them. I'm just waiting for you guys to ask me. So yeah, you can. You can. Don't allow people to tell you that you cannot. Yes, you can. And no, you don't have to be born a witch in order to do spells. No, you can become one if you want to. Or you could just do spells. Spells are nothing but another manifestation technique. They are not that different. Let's see. I talked about it on Patreon, why manifestation and magic, and on Instagram, why they're the same thing. Links down below for my social media. The journey, number 13. Wow. The transformation, the death card. Something has to end. I don't think it's necessarily a relationship or it is something outside of you with the journey. It's the way you approach life that has to change. Yes, your sense of control, pile number 3, your anxiety, has served you well because it made you, through effort, accomplish so many things that you're proud of today. But it's not because it has worked in the past that it means it's the most efficient way to get things. And it's not because it has worked in the past that it's going to work again. I don't know if you know about the pigeon experiment where, it's long story short, but basically some scientists put pigeons in a cage. I know, sad. But they were giving food randomly to the pigeons, and then they were giving food they were giving food to the pigeons, and every single time something like that, something will ring or they will receive like a stimulus, the food will come out. And so the pigeons learn the pattern that every single time they will hear this thing, the food will come out. And then, or they will press like a something and the food will come out, something like that, right? They were expecting the food to come out because they were doing something. And every single time that they were doing that thing, the food will come out. That's the story. But then what the scientists did, they'll start delivering the food with no logic and no pattern. So even if they were pressing whatever it is that they were pressing, the food wasn't coming out and the food will come out randomly. The pigeon will still press and do the same exact thing even if the food wouldn't come out because it will remember that it has worked in the past. We are the same. We're the same. Oh, the affirmations worked in the past, so I'm going to use them again. Or this way of doing things has worked in the past, so it's going to work again. But the truth is that life is not like that. Sometimes doing the same thing brings no results. And to do the same thing and expect different results, even if we see that it's not working, is the definition of madness. Our ability to thrive as human beings is because we are adaptive creatures. We can adapt to different things and different situations and make the best out of it. And that's the definition of intelligence. People that are not able to change, they're not able to adapt to different circumstances, they lack fundamental skills of intelligence. Now, there are various types of intelligence, and I think intelligence is not going to be reduced to just that. But it's very, very important to be adaptive and to evolve. And so you are learning this. For example, even on YouTube, right? You might think we are like creators on YouTube are literally working as the pigeons. They see the algorithm and they are doing the same sort of videos thinking that it's going to work again. It's going to work again because the food is going to be delivered. And it works for a while until it doesn't anymore. And that's the greatest skill skills of content creation is that you got to find new strategies. You got to find new ways of doing things, because the food is not going to get delivered in the same exact way. Actually, it's going to reverse back. So this job for me, for example, has taught me that it's important to change. It is important to adapt. It is important to do things differently and to experiment. And that's why sometimes you see contradictions on my channel. I do this and I try this and I try that. I always keep it very honest and very transparent, but it's because of this, because you have to evolve. You can't control everything, first and foremost. You can't guilt trip if some things didn't work out. Gotta be strong, even in business, and you have to see this idea didn't work out. This doesn't mean that I am not successful. It's just that this idea didn't work out. Let's try again. Let's try it differently. And let's be open to infinite possibilities in which this business can thrive, this career can thrive, this relationship can thrive. You know, it's called adaptation. The journey card for you, plan number 3, you gotta adapt. The important message that you need to hear right now is you gotta change the things that you have been doing, the way especially that you have been doing them, and you have to accept that this is a new dawn, and maybe this time is about less effort and more results. And you have to find yourself in this new way of doing things, but you will. That's the thing. Be on the journey. Go for that adventure, release the energy, you will find it. And then you'll see Empress card, 9 of Vessels, balance card. Not only you'll find back your strength and your balance, but that abundance, that wish fulfilled that you want is right here for you to grasp, to get, to hold. All right, this is what I see for you, pile number 3. I hope this reading resonated and made sense. Let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know if you want to see more pick a card readings. I will often post them also on Patreon as extra content. Links are all down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon on this channel and on my other channel. Bye.